the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop. And as you can see, it's time to go back to the theater. And ladies and gentlemen, this weekend marks a big-time movie for its fans. Now, I know next to nothing about Pokemon. I've never, that I remember, seen a whole episode of the show, never watched any of the movies, never played any of the games. But here we go anyway. My review of the 2019 fantasy action comedy film, Pokemon Detective Pikachu. Coming up now. Tim Goodman, a 21-year-old insurance salesman, learns that his estranged father has presumably died in a car crash. Tim's father, Harry, the best detective in Rhyme City, was investigating a case with his Pokemon. Tim's journey to the city where humans and Pokemon live amongst each other and finds his father's Pokemon, Pikachu, is very much alive, but has amnesia, and oddly enough, they can talk and understand one another, which has never been seen or heard of before. Pikachu believes that Harry is still alive, and the two partner up along with Lucy, an intern for a news station, and her Psyduck to try and figure out what happened to Harry. So what did I think of Pokemon Detective Pikachu? I thought it's an entertaining fantasy mystery film. I know very little about the Pokemon universe, just knowing the main characters from my friends discussing it with each other 20 years back or so. There were a lot of references that went over my head, and there are a ton of Pokemon appearances where the fans were thrilled to see certain ones pop up here and there. While I feel hardcore fans and kids will get more out of it, I did enjoy the film overall, and for the most part I could follow what was going on. The world building here and Rhyme City itself, seeing the humans and Pokemons coexisting, is awesome. This aspect, along with the detective plot, definitely gave me a big Roger Rabbit vibe. The scenery and the Pokemons themselves look great visually, and as well, and don't look too different than they classically looked. And yes, Pikachu is very cute throughout the film, as is Psyduck, who sometimes steals the scenes he's in. There's some fun action sequences, such as the underground Pokemon battle between Pikachu and Charizard, where Pikachu can't remember how to use his powers, some exciting chases, and of course a big-time final showdown. A lot of the humor works here, not just for kids, but for older viewers as well, and I found myself laughing out loud fairly often at some of the gags, like the Mr. Mime good cop, bad cop interrogation, and many of Pikachu's one-liners as well. The story itself is based on a video game and has fun with detective movie plots from the past. Some things can be a bit predictable, such as the villain being very obvious at his intentions as soon as they're shown in the first second of screen time. There's some cheesy dialogue here and there too, but I could easily overlook it. There's also a few subplots dealing with Tim having a past of wanting to be a Pokemon trainer, but had to stop because of his mother's passing that comes and goes throughout the film as well. The cast stars Ryan Reynolds providing the voice and motion capture work for Detective Pikachu, the world-class detective Pokemon that works with Tim to try to find his former partner, Justice Smith as Tim Goodman, the insurance salesman trying to solve the case of his missing father, Catherine Newton as Lucy Stevens, the wannabe reporter who joins up with Tim and Pikachu along the way, Bill Nighy as Howard Clifford, the visionary behind Rhyme City, and Ken Watanabe as Detective Yoshida, the police lieutenant and friend of Harry's. Pokemon Detective Pikachu will deliver for its lifelong audience members, and newcomers should have fun with it as well, as it's a pretty solid beginning for a live-action franchise. I'm gonna give it the rating of do it. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. YouTube.com/Westside of 515. Like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/WestTrueBaylist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @WestAlist. Until next time, Troop out.